My name is McCormick, and I'm a filmmaker and photographer. Yeah, so I got into filmmaking and photography at a pretty young age. My sister was running around the house with my brother, my stepbrother, and I, like filming with the camera, us skateboarding, doing kind of like funny skits and stuff. And my brother, he would come home from school all the time, smelling like chemicals from the dark room and stuff like that. And I was really fortunate enough for my high school to have a dark room. So my first kind of experience with cameras was like the old process of film and developing my own film and printing images and stuff. So that's why it's really kind of like stuck with me and been a passion of mine. Skateboarding was everything in high school to me. I mean, every day I woke up, I was like watching skate videos. So kind of my start in photography and filmmaking was really with skateboarding. You kind of can't plan everything out. It just kind of happens, and you have to kind of be ready to like pick up your camera and start filming and stuff. And eventually I got an amazing job filming skateboarding, and I got to meet some amazing people and kind of just like learn the ropes, just being around this like crazy community of action sports athletes and stuff like that. So I give all my thanks to that and that community. I think it really brought me up into filmmaking in kind of an interesting way that maybe other people haven't had. Film kind of has like its own personality to it, and every photo is different. You never really know what you're gonna get. A lot of mistakes happen, and sometimes they're kind of like happy mistakes, and they end up being like your favorite aspect of the photo or the video is kind of like what the film did. And so that carried over to all my filmmaking aspects as well. I love shooting like VHS, Super 8, just kind of using different mediums and experimenting and stuff. I mean, most of the stuff I film nowadays is honestly with cameras that were my parents when I was young, or cameras that friends have found in like Goodwill and like gave to me, and I've been able to use and stuff. So on March 5th, I have my first music video that I've shot and directed coming out. It's with a rapper, Earl from Yonder. But I think my favorite part of the video was I was able to use HD, like digital cameras. I shot on VHS, and I also shot on Super 8. Pretty much throughout all my work, I really strive to just be a little different than everyone else. Whether it's what I'm shooting with. I think it's something to say like you kind of stand out from other people and may not kind of fit into the same ropes as everyone else. This is probably my favorite camera. This is one of my Super 8 cameras. This is my Polaroid SX70. I love to take BTS with this. This is my Bronica ETRS. This is my other Super 8 camera. Ooh, can you see how dirty that is in here? No. Can you see in the camera? And this is my VHS camera that I've been using recently. This was my dad's. He used to film all of our home videos and like all of our like Christmas memories and stuff like that on this camera. This is to the young Evan out there. If you're trying to make videos like me, whatever those videos are, honestly, most of my equipment is super small. It's super cheap. I never try and have equipment kind of like limit me. It's amazing to have an awesome camera, an awesome rig and stuff like that, but in the end, it really is down to the individual person and kind of like the creativity and the mind that they have for what they're capturing. It really doesn't matter about the equipment. Like, you can make anything beautiful with any type of camera. It's just kind of like the message that you want to tell, the images that you want to capture. I studied abroad in Hong Kong last winter with 3 of my good buddies, and we worked on this skate documentary with the Hong Kong skateboarding scene. The skateboarding scene in Hong Kong, it's pretty small. It's in the growing stages of being something much bigger than it is. I mean, we literally sat in on government meetings where these people would be explaining what a skateboard is, and we would have to like give them demos and like show them what skateboarding was. We went to China for a day. You know, no one over there has like social media or YouTube or anything like that. So we were skateboarding at this really famous spot, and probably like 100 people crowded around us because they had never seen skateboarding before, and they had no idea what it was, and just clapping and like rooting for us and stuff like that. To be able to capture that for skateboarding is amazing, but just like for humanity, like that's pretty crazy that across the world, you know, people don't know what's going on and stuff like that. Like, it's just a whole nother world over there. Yeah, so the music video came out on March 5th. The link's in the description. Please check it out. It was a really fun project to work on. Like I said, the first music video I've ever done, so I'm definitely proud of it, and I hope it's just the beginning. for the future, I'm not 100% sure. I really love kind of doing a lot of stuff, like whether it's music videos, fashion, skateboarding is always going to be there. It's always been like the root of like why I'm doing all this and stuff like that. Working on 2 documentaries right now, and I love kind of storytelling in that way. And so I'm not exactly sure what I want to do. The one thing I don't want to do is limit myself. I want to do as many projects as I can do. I don't want to just do music videos. I don't want to just do documentaries. I just kind of want to do it all, if that's possible. My name is Evan McCormick, and this is a Tungsten Original. All right, we'll do one more.
Yeah, one more, and then we're good.
Fill up the energy just a little bit.
Yeah.
Cool, okay, yeah.
Thank you so much for watching the first episode of Element that we have put up on the Tungsten Originals YouTube channel. This video was made possible by the fantastic people whose names are popping up on your screen. We here at Element want to give a huge thank you to Big Camera Company for continuing to sponsor our flagship series. If you're in the Savannah, Georgia area, they are by far the best place to get your film developed, and they're also just really nice people. So if you stop by, definitely tell them that we sent you. Don't forget to check out the hour-long deep dive interview that we did with Evan at the Tungsten Originals podcast. Brooks and I had a really great time talking to Evan and learning about his process, so we highly suggest that you check that out. Check this video description for links to Evan's recent work, including his Over Here music video, which came out just a few days ago. It's really great, and you should definitely give it a view. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell because we've got some great content coming out on this page in the coming weeks. My name is Wes Givens, and get out of my refrigerator.